Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. Go get your favorite shirt, your favorite band shirt, your favorite crazy shirt, yarn. Um, and let's get to this. Um, it's been since Christmas. It's been rough. We've been on. Rebecca and I have been on the go. If you haven't come into the channel, this is the home of Math, Rock, and Crochet and Fiber Jazz Rebecca, who is relaxing in her chair, actually working on a shawl. Um, she had a few choice words last night because there was some yarn barf. She wasn't too happy about that. Um, so she's working on that. Um, after if I know I showed the yarn on a previous, I think on the live. Excuse me, on Thursday, last Thursday. My son had bought me some Malabrigo Rios or Malabrigo Micha and Rios Hanks for Christmas. Which kudos to him for going into the yarn shop to go get them. I thought that was the coolest thing. Just even that. He's been in. I know he's gone on a couple of yarn hauls with us, and he kind of kicks around and goes like he's not paying attention, but I know he is. And he's seen me go right to the Malabrigo, or right to the Queensland, or right to the Juniper Moon Farms. So he's kind of seen what stuff I've picked up, and he got me these three hanks of Malabrigo, and he goes, "I know you like this, Dad. I know this is like your favorite yarn." And so he got me uh three hanks, a purple hank, a green and gray, which I showed, and then this one. And this is Micha, and the color is Wales Road. And this is Micha, and it's pretty stuff. And I told him, I would be happy to make him a hat, make him like a scarf, you know, because they just have one hank. He gave me one hank of it, and he asked me, he goes, "Dad, can you make a blanket out of that color? I really like that color." And I was like, "Sure, no problem." I can't do it out of one hank. So what I did was I told him, I go, I'm not going to make it out of the Micha because those hanks, like Micha is they're bulky, Malabrigo's bulky, and these are 130 yard hanks. So it, excuse me, it would take quite a few of them to make a blanket out of the Micha. And for those of you that I know there's been some question on the different Malabrigos. Just real quick, Rasta is their bulky, like a super bulky weight. Micha is their bulky weight. Rios is middle of the road, which is their worsted. Arroyo is the DK. And then there's a Machida. And then there's a sock. There's a sock yarn. There's a Machida. And there's a sport weight, a fingering weight, and a sock. And I'm sorry. as far as those three go, I'm not sure what the names were, because I tend to use Arroyo and Rios. I like Micha for making hats because it's the bulky, so it makes really warm hats. But the Rios and the Arroyo are my favorites because that's a worsted and a DK. So what I did was I actually got a yarn haul. I said I wasn't going to do it, but it's my son. And I told him I would make him the blanket. So a project on the channel now is going to be the Bougie blanket, which is going to be my son's blanket. And that's what I'm going to be calling it too, the Bougie blanket. I went and got 3 hanks of Wales Road. So these are really, really pretty. And these are Rios. My son's got good taste in yarn. I mean, this is the color he picked. And it's a beautiful color. So these are, the Rios is 210 yards per hank. And it's a US 7 or 9, which is knitting, or a 4.5 to 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. And it's 100% superwash merino. So basically, I've got 610 yards of the Wales Road. And then what I thought would go really pretty with this, because he said he wanted purple, this purpley blue, which is the Wales Road, and then he wanted a gray and a black, which we were talking about it on the live the other day, Russ's live, and I was talking to Fiber Spider about the colors, and we were kind of going back and forth on doing different stripes and stuff with the kaleidoscope. The granny virus meets granny meets kaleidoscope blanket, and we were talking about the stripes and the different colors. And so we were talking about the Wales Road, which is the purple and blue, and then a gray, and he wanted a gray and a black, my son. So I was talking to Fiber Spider on the live, and we were kind of going back and forth on some ideas. So when I was picking out a gray to go with the Wales Road, I picked this one, which this is Rios also. All of these hanks are all Rios. So they're all 210 yards, 100% superwash merino. And this is 847 Tormenta, which means storm. And so in Spanish, it means storm. So this could be a bit of a storm. But I liked the way this went with the Wales Road. So let me see if I can grab 4 of these hanks. So I thought it would be really pretty with the Wales Road, the gray, because it's a variegated gray, and it would be really, really pretty. I thought they would be really pretty together. Then the other color that he wanted, which kind of is the bane of everybody's crocheting and knitting, because it's really hard to see the stitch. But I will soldier through because it's for my son. And this is Rios Black. So the colors, the basic colors for the blanket are gonna be these three colors, which I really like the color. I think this is gonna come out like stunning. So this is something I'm working on is the Bougie Blanket. Um, so we've got that going. Um, so what I was thinking was I've got these colors. These are going to be for the. I have to use this. I'm not. I know this is going to eat some yarn, but I have to use a little bit. Like I want to try and get some extra like not length because you can't like stretch it, but few extra miles out of those colors. So what I'm gonna do is, I've got this is, and they make fun of my don't make fun of my thing, okay? Well, I've had enough people make fun of my little containers, um, but these are little containers full of like Malabrigo, and so you have to cut me some slack. So I've got stuff that I've used for um other projects and stuff, like like this one, which is Potion. Um, I've got some darker colors and stuff of Potion. I really like. I've got like darker colors of Malabrigo, um, that I can actually use, you know, bits and pieces of stuff that I can use up. This isn't a black, it's kind of a gray, purpley color. Um, that I can throw in like in between all of the, like all, in between stuff and use it to outline stuff and like that kind of thing. So I've got some quite a few like little colors of Malabrigo to play with. I really like this one. This one's really pretty. This is Diana. Um, I've got a few of the Hanks also still of a couple of colors uh, of Rios that I can throw in there. So hopefully I've got the whole thing covered with what I have, what I've gotten. So I'm gonna be starting this pretty soon. I'm gonna, if you guys want, I can make a video about me caking these up because I'll cake up a couple. What I do typically do is cake them up as I go. Um, I don't cake everything like all at once. I'll cake up like one of the Tormenta, one of the Wales Road, and one of the Black, and then start from there. The Wales Road I know I'm going to use the most of, so I'll be caking them as I go. It's better. I think, in what I found, it's a little bit better for the yarn, instead of caking up and leaving them like I have. Uh, but those are all odds and ends of stuff. But I'll be kind of going through some of my stash and making sure that I have enough yarn. I have to say thank you to Michi. She kind of called it out on her live tonight, about my son wanting the Malabrigo blanket, and I mean it's my son. I got to do it. Like, but she actually pointed me out to somewhere that I could actually get it a little cheaper, which is cool. So if I need any more, I can get it from the person that she gave me. So she's supposed to be emailing me the information for that, because I was kind of scrambling and I didn't write it down. So bad me. Um, but I appreciate the help from Michi. And also, I gotta shout out Michael at MDL, because on the back end of stuff, I was using one program, and I was watching his live on Christmas Eve, like the whole Christmas thing, and he threw out some software, and I've actually downloaded it to my Mac, and I dig it. It's really cool. So a shout out to MDL, Michael at MDL Crochet. Thanks, thank you. I appreciate it. And so, because that's the software he was using. I know other people use other software, but that's like a back end creator thing. But I really appreciate his help. Everybody's been really cool. Mara's, helped me with my Nightbot. Zola's been the best moderator. Lorraine. So everybody in the crochet community has been really cool about helping and stuff, and being able to talk live with Juan and with Russ and with Fiber Spider on different lives and stuff, has given me different ideas for things, and so I appreciate everybody, and the biggest one I get is from, shout out to Fluffy, because she always keeps me in line, but I get a lot of my ideas from you guys, and a lot of you are just amazing crocheters and knitters, and so I get a lot of inspiration to keep going and doing what I'm doing from you guys. I've gotten a few pictures, and I've shown a few pictures on the lives, and what I'll do is, going forward, I will show pictures on the lives of different makes. A couple of people have sent me some emails with pictures of makes, and they're beautiful. So I will be showing those on the next live. Now, I'll keep that for a Thursday live thing, and we'll have like a little time to show those pictures, because they're awesome. I mean, everybody in this community is really good, and if you're starting off, there's so much information out there. I'm self-taught. I'm a self-taught crocheter and knitter, and so I value a lot of these a lot of the content creators, because I've learned I've learned a lot from them, and I appreciate our community. And I know I do giveaways every once in a while, and that's my way of giving back, because not everybody can use Bougie yarn like I do. And so I want to give back to the community, because you guys have been super, and have given to Rebecca and I, and we appreciate it, and we love giving back to you, and we'll do it as long as we can, as long as we're able, because everybody knows craziness is going on now, and so we love giving back and helping people, and this community is just amazing. So, let's go a little off of the emotional stuff, because what I want to do is, like I've said before, I really want to keep this channel just happy. When you come on, no drama, no craziness. Let's just have a good time. And I've had a blast. You guys are the greatest. So, on to, if you hadn't watched the live with Russ, and a shout out to Russ, because he's the man. He's the one that got me to hit my button. I'm making a blanket for a friend, and I got to show it off a little bit on the channel when we're on live. And that's it's right here. And this is what I've been working on, because you can see the yarn attached, but I'm working on you can see where my stitch marker is and the not sewed in ends, which will be sewn in. But I've been working on this. I've been working on this for a while, and I know quite a few of you have seen like the progression of this blanket. But right now I'm working on these green stripe around the outside. So I'm gonna do a wider, thick, like green stripe, and then finish it off. So I'm making this for a friend of mine, and it's gonna be more of a lap blanket kind of thing. And I hope my friend likes it, but it's not gonna be like a full size thing. So I'm working on that like a crazy man. I know there was in one of the emails I received, and I love getting your guys' emails. It's really cool. I had kind of when I did my Boggy Creek C2C blanket, I actually did the edge detail in the spike stitch, and I'm kind of digging the spike stitch. It's cool. It's cool. And so you can see here the way it goes. It drops down. So basically, I'm gonna make up a swatch of the C2C and show you what I did. But I've been working on blankets and stuff, so I will have that for next time. But basically what I did was, because of there's a gap in if you look at a C2C, there's like a gap like this. So what I did was, on those gaps, I did the spike stitch and did, you do a double crochet, the spike, and then another double crochet. But what I'll do is I'll show you, because it's like, I thought it was going to be a little funky, but it actually works out really nice. And then I did a double crochet, half double crochet, excuse me, around the edge of that to finish it off. So it was a spike stitch and then a half double crochet on the edge to make it a nice edge. But I'm going to make a swatch, and I'll show you how to do that. It was real simple, but it has like you can see, it has like a really pretty effect. So I'm doing that. And then, because I know a shout out to my godmother and my cousin, because I know they actually watch my YouTube channel, and I think my godmother watches it religiously, and she's the best godmother around. And anybody tells me any different, they're gonna have a problem. So for my godmother, she gets a kick out of it when I mention her. She's the best. So for my godmother, this is my color wave. This is the Graciosa color wave from Rena's Cakes. So I've gotten that far. I actually I talked to Michi. I was using a 4.5. Um, I used a 4.5 on this part, on the white blue part. I used a 4 point, or I was using a 4.5, and I as when I got into the yellow, it was just I was having problems because the hook wasn't long enough. Not the hook part, the back part, like this, like if you're looking at the hook, this part of the hook on the metal ones is not as long.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Now we got even got yeah, now even got my iPhone getting in on it. So this is the hook I was using, which is a Furls G Plus 4.5, and this is the red metal streamline, which I really like. I really like these. But if you look at this is a Furls too. This is a Furls Cookies and Cream, and this is a 5.0, which is an H. So if you look at the hooks on these, the hook on this one has a further like lip over, and this one on the Furls, the streamline, it doesn't. It doesn't hook over as much as it does on this one. So what I did was I switched to this in the yellow because I was actually talking to Michi, and she's like, no, it should make a big difference. And so I've actually started using it. No, it hasn't, because I've changed my tension a little bit, and it hasn't like changed the stitching. But I've started using this 5 on, and this is Rena's. This is Rena's. This is my Rena's cake, which is the Graciosa, which is a sport weight. And I've been using this 5 on the sport weight, and it's worked really well. So I'm starting to get a little momentum on as far as finishing it. These hooks are awesome, but with hers on the sport weight is a 12 ply. And the thing is it's not a twisted, it's a straight, you can see, like, and it's not twisted. So this hook, although I really dig it, and it really it works well, the hook doesn't hook over all of the strands, and I was having that problem, and I was having to go back and redo, because it was splitting the threads, and it was doing like stuff I didn't want it to do. But you can see in the yellow, my stitches are a lot cleaner, which is what I wanted. And so I switched to the 5 on that, and it's working up a little faster. And I've gotten a couple more. I mean, I was to right here, so I've gotten a couple of rows in further, because I've kind of been splitting my time between the two projects. So on the heavier one, I kind of do that until my hands start hurting, and then I'll switch to the lighter yarn and work on this. So I'm pleased with the way it's coming out. So I should be done with those. Pretty quick, and then starting on the big blanket. which I'm looking forward to, which I think is going to be, really pretty. And kudos to my son about picking the color. He picked a good choice in colors. So we will be having a Thursday night live this next week, which it'll be the second, the third. Oh, let me handy dandy calendar. Oh, come on. Okay, that didn't help. Let's see. On my phone. So it'll be the second. And depending, I don't know if Michael's going to be doing the thing on New Year's Eve. We'll be home. So I may be, Rebecca and I may be on or off, other people's lives and stuff. But for sure, we have our Thursday live, like always. And I appreciate everybody picking up a few subscribers. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I have the best subscribers around, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you for kind of getting the word out. I appreciate it. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up because I'm going to play with the editing software and get this thing going. Take a few of the bugs, knock out a few of the bugs. So thank you to everybody. We appreciate it. Happy New Year. If we don't see you guys on the YouTube streets over the holiday, have a good week if you have start of the week and end of the week if you have to work, because I know I have to work Thursday, Monday, Thursday, Friday. You guys have a blessed week this week, and we'll see you on the YouTube streets. You guys take care. We're getting the stuff out to the winners from last Thursday's live, so we're getting that taken care of. Thank you guys for emailing me. I appreciate it. You all take care. We'll see you on the YouTube streets. Have a good one, everybody. We'll see you later.